The affirmation that we're using this morning is, I am on the pathway of endless unfoldment. So write that one down for your reflection. I am on the pathway of endless unfoldment. Can we say that 3 times together? I am on the pathway of endless unfoldment. I am on the pathway of endless unfoldment. I am on the pathway of endless unfoldment. And this pathway of endless unfoldment is really key to our tradition and also an affirmation of great hope and joy, because you and I are endlessly unfolding, and we're unfolding as persons, as spiritual beings, as physical beings, on all kinds of levels, on emotional levels and spiritual levels, and that's what New Thought is about. It is about transforming you and me and everyone who is a part of it by its teaching, and touching not only the spiritual dimension of our life, but the practical day-to-day aspects of our life as well, and allowing all of it to unfold. The question to ask yourself this week is, who and what do I honor? As a counselor and therapist, very often when I would talk to people, or we would talk to people, by asking them what it is they honor in life and who it is they honor in life, we can get a great insight to the kind of person that they are. And the kind of person that you are, or that I am, changes from time to time on the outside, but on the inside it never changes. We know that from a spiritual standpoint. And so, because the inside is perfect, spiritual, and divine, and the outside is sometimes flawed by experiences, we have to take a look at ourselves over and over again to see how it is that the outside is confusing the inside and not allowing the inside spiritual reality and truth of who and what we are to come forth in its magnificent splendor, in that unfoldment that we're talking about. And so we allow ourselves to unfold. So sometimes people will say, well, a New Thought is really getting into pop psychology and kind of a feel-good kind of self-help. It is, because that's all part of being a whole person and a well-balanced person. And Jesus Christ did that very often when he dealt with the people around him. He dealt with pop psychology and feel-good kind of things, because he was talking about the whole person. He was talking about the spiritual person, he's talking about the physical person, he's talking about where you were today, where you should be tomorrow, and how it is that we are unfolding constantly. And so this question this week, who or what do I honor? Each and every one of you. Who do you honor? And maybe there isn't anybody that you can think of, but this is a tremendous exercise and opportunity to ask yourself who it is and what it is that you honor, because by who and what you honor will tell you a great deal about where you are from a spiritual standpoint and a physical standpoint in life. Now, Scripture is filled with opportunities and admonitions to honor. The one that we know the best is what? Honor your father and your mother. Honor your father and your mother. Honor God. Honor country. And honor all kinds of things that are in Scripture. And this honoring of things. So it is those things in which you hold high esteem and value. And some people would say, well, I honor God. Well, that's a good one. I honor a person. That's good. But then what happens, and what kind of person is it that you honor? I have 3 heroes. I've always had them all my life. And my 3 heroes are Gold of my ear, to my thinking about one of the most magnificent females in the 20th century, Fulton J. Sheen, was the second, and the third was Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. Those 3 people. Now, that's not the only people that I honor, but those are people that I highly honor. And I highly honor them because of what they stand for, not because of who they were necessarily, because they're all from different backgrounds. Gold of my ear was the person who really was a school teacher here in the United States and ended up being the Prime Minister of Israel. There's a woman that came into her life and was really not very happy a good deal of her life, never felt she was a good mother, never felt she was a good teacher, never felt she was very good at anything, and then she was called to lead a nation at a very difficult time. And she is really the one that is responsible for the relationship that the United States probably has today with Israel. And she is responsible actually for saving that country in the 7-Day War and so forth. So the things that she did, but that's not why I honor her. I honor her because of something that was in her will. It's very valuable and speaks really clearly to me. She said that when she died, she did not want any monuments built to her. No streets, no buildings, no bridges, nothing would be named after Golda Meir, because she said, I gave everything in my life, leave me alone when I'm dead. So, but aside from leave me alone when I'm dead, that's a pretty free thing to do. Most of us want to be remembered. Most of us want to have a building. Most of us want to have a monument. But Golda understood, because she was unfolding. She understood. This is a woman that understood so much as she went on in the latter part of her life, and the reflections that she had were really tremendous about life. And so that's Golda Meir. Fulton J. Sheen, not because he was a bishop, not because he was a Catholic, because neither of those things appealed to me so greatly, but because he was a communicator, and in the spoken and written word. And so in my thinking, if you can speak and if you can write, you can communicate effectively, and that's what Fulton Sheen did. And who was my third? Norman Peale. Norman Vincent Peale, because he penned those words, positive thinking. And he paid a great price for that. He almost lost his ordination and his relationship with his church, because in his day it was thought that he was taking something away from Jesus Christ, because he was talking about positive thinking. But what he was talking about was actually what we have in New Thought. Who are the heroes? Who are the people that you honor in your life? The people that you honor in your life, open your consciousness and your mind to model yourselves after them and to move in the unfoldment of that nature. And so if it's Jesus Christ, let it be Jesus Christ. If it's your mother, let it be your mother. If it's, and probably we honor a lot of people. We probably honor lists of people. We honor all kinds of other things. I honor two things in life and in business: loyalty and obedience. Very simple. Anybody who's worked for me in any of my companies understands that. Loyalty and obedience. When I was a little boy, it was enough for my grandparents to simply say, we don't do that. That was it. We don't do that. That was what they said, and that was it. It was done. That was obedience. Loyalty is something that I think has a great value for me and maybe for you. Loyalty, because if you're not loyal to what you are and what you're doing, then you're living a lie. And so if you're not loyal to the place where you work, or the people in your family, or your circle of friends, if you're not loyal, then what you need to do is get out. And damn to your heart's content, but inside any organization or group, you must have loyalty. So loyalty and obedience. So just these simple things, and understanding and letting yourself look at that, what it is that you honor, and so reflect on those things and think on those things, because those and that which you honor will determine to a great extent how it is you are unfolding in your spiritual and dynamic, magnificent growth. And after all, that's what this is all about, to help us expand our spiritual understanding and realization. But the outside has to reflect the inside reflect the outside. And so it's a simple principle. The good news is that you and I honor a lot of people and a lot of things, but we don't think a lot about it. And you and I could honor a lot of people and a lot of things that we don't, that probably could enrich our lives if we would invest the time in thought and thinking about those people, what they stand for, and what those things stand for that you might honor in your life. So this week when you do this, ask yourself really, who do I honor, and then why do I honor them? If you have no one that you honor in life, then, and all of this is designed to take a look at who? You. And to take a look at you by you. Not with the help of an outside counselor, not with the help of someone else, but for you to take a look at you. And Jesus was always great at encouraging people to look at themselves and to allow that divine nature, the good things to come out, and to not pay attention so much to the externals. And so when you look at yourself in these reflections and times, who is it that you honor? And if you don't honor anyone, maybe that says something. And so if you don't have someone, find it. If you don't have something, find it. If it's country, if it's work, if it's whatever it is, find it, because those things that we honor are so much a part of what we do as we unfold, because we will unfold according to that which we honor.